Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm happy to see you all here. Today we have a really special occasion. It's a start of sales for our new beautiful project, and my name is Andrew. I'm really happy to see you all here. And we're gonna discuss very interesting things today. We're gonna discuss all about this very special thing. So I'm happy to see you one more time, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about our company, about what we're doing and what is our future. My name is Andrew Senkos, and I'm director of the international sales department for the Magnum Estate Development Company. We are a leading company in Indonesia right now, in Bali for sure. We have a very big international team. You're very welcome to come to our office and see what we're doing and see our projects as well. So in recent times, we have launched few very big projects as well. We're making a special events for our investors and for everyone who's interested in a Bali market. So you can join us for our business meetings in our office. We're doing them pretty often. Plus, we are always in all the real estate conferences. The ones are happening in Bali. In very narrow future, you will see us as well for this kind of events all around the world. At the moment, we have 6 ongoing projects. It's a very big project, bigger than most of the developers are making right now in Bali. Currently, we have 459 units, what we are building, more than 10,000 square meters of the commercial areas. We're talking about the beach clubs, restaurants, spa salons, and gyms, and a lot of different things, what we're doing in the same time. So more than 190 deals were closed this year, and more than 15,000 requests received in the last 12 months as well. We had a really huge event happening here in Bali. It was a G20 summit when all the leaders from around the world were here in Bali, and they were actually talking about really big changes for this area. And Indonesia has managed to raise more than 8 billion in investment commitments since this year, since the G20 summit, which took place in November this year. So I would like to talk more about this particular project. I'm not gonna pay a lot of attention to Bali development in general, as we have made few webinars regarding that particular question. So you can check our YouTube channel. We have a lot of information over there. And yeah, if you are new for this market, it will be very interesting for you, as we're actually mentioning all those questions what usually people are interested on: how to buy, how to choose the area, and what is the potential of those areas, what we are mentioning. And now let's talk about the demand. Yeah, the property with the highest demand is the property beachfront. Yeah, 95% of all the requests regarding the property in Bali is that people require the coastline. They want to be beachfront, and more than 90% of all the requests are with the ocean view. And if you're familiar with the Bali market and what is going on in Bali, yeah, you might understand that it's not very easy thing to find something beachfront. 79% of all the requests are the real estate with a hotel format. So we're listening what people are asking for. Yeah, we're looking at the demand, and we're trying to launch all our new projects regarding and using the information what the people are giving to us, those investors. And let's look at what is going on in Bali in general. And you could see, if you would be here, if you are here, you know that the coastline in Bali with a direct access to the ocean is already built up with a huge 5-star facilities and with a lot of beach clubs. So it's very hard to find any plot of land. So everywhere it's already some development there. And the remaining coastline areas in Bali, they look like you see right now in picture. Mostly it's a steep cliffs, yeah. And even if you have some property on the top of that cliff, it might take you 15-20 minutes to get to a proper beach to have a swim. Yeah, so not always it's a great location. If you like to stay somewhere away from the people, yeah, this is the case. If you would like to have something nearby and you want to use some different facilities and you want to have them in a walking distance or like 5-10 minutes drive, it's really hard to find something. And then if we go more further behind the Canggu area, then most of the beaches over there are unsuitable for swimming, and there is a lot of non-touristic locations. So we need to understand why we're buying property, what is the reason, because in most of the cases people are purchasing property here in Bali as an investment. They want to earn money, maybe they would like to stay some time, and then the rest of the time they want this property to bring them profits to their pocket. And yeah, so we need to choose location very, very careful. And today we're going to talk about the MAGNUM RESIDENCE SANUR. This is really exceptional project for Bali, and in the last years nothing like this was offered to the open market. And actually I checked a lot of information. In most of the times you couldn't buy anything, maybe some separate villas, yes, but nothing like what we're offering to you right now. And this location, what we're offering, this is absolutely stunning place with a beautiful beach in front, and it's a very safe for swimming as the Sanur area is covered with the coral reef, so it's covering from big waves, and it's very comfortable place. This is the only residential project offered in Bali market right now, and it's providing you opportunity to buy the real estate for yourself, to be owner of the property on the beachfront. So about this project, already a lot of news in medias, in mass medias, and MAGNUM RESIDENCE SANUR has been mentioned in the world leading medias more than 15 times in the last 2 months since we first time announced that we're planning to build this project. Yeah, one of them was the Australian Weekend, one of the biggest newspapers in Australia. And you could see a really big post about this particular project, as well as the Travel Daily News had a big news about the Sanur project, and the China Morning Post, which is the biggest newspaper in China in English, they as well mentioned this project. So we have a lot of people who are asking, who would like to purchase, but the actual sales were closed till today. And right now we are ready to launch it, and you will have a chance to purchase this beautiful property for yourself. So let's discuss it more in details. Yeah, this is the first Royal Clubhouse apartment complex, which is oceanfront. And it's located in one of the best places to live in Bali. Sanur area is 99% developed already, and a huge infrastructure projects are being developed right now as well. So let's talk a little bit more about the location. So it's just 20 minutes away from the airport. It has all the largest supermarkets just 2 minutes away, international kindergartens 10 minutes away, schools, boutique, spa, even a Starbucks is located 50 meters away from our complex. The largest medical center in Bali is 3 minutes drive away from the complex. Over 100 coffee places and the restaurants are walking distance away from the complex, and the local markets are just everywhere around. As well, 10 minutes away is Taman Festival Park. It's an entertainment center, very beautiful place. And of course, let's not forget about the new boat dock and new cruise ship harbor, what I'm going to mention a little bit later. So the location is, you can see the map that over here we have the airport, and it's on another side from the airport, just opposite side of Canggu, and the Canggu area is the very well known for the people who like digital nomad. Yeah, we call it digital nomad capital. But Sanur is opposite side. It's more for families. It's more for those people who really appreciate a good beachside, beachfront. They like to stay on the beach, have a swim. It's a great area for people who have kids. And it's a very loved place by the older people, as it's the only place in the whole Bali where you have actually pedestrian walk. There is more than 7 kilometers of the picturesque beaches, yeah, in Sanur area, starting from Nusa Dua and going all along to the end of the Sanur. It has a really beautiful waters, very clean place. So if you've been to Bali, definitely you know that I'm telling truth. And if you haven't been, please come to Bali and see it yourself. I've been in that area just a few days ago, and it was just stunning. It was a very nice and sunny day, and I love what I've seen. I could feel that I'm back home in Greece. Because that walking path all along the beach with a lot of cafeterias, a lot of live music, absolutely stunning. And this complex is located in the place where it's the sunrise side. Yeah, it's in the east coast of Bali. We have amazing view on Agung volcano, which is just in front of us, the same like Nusa Penida and Nusa Chiningan Islands just in front of us. So when the weather is beautiful, when the weather is good, you can see all those beautiful mountains just from the place where the complex is going to be located. Look at this beauty. This is a real pictures from the place. So absolutely stunning. So for G20 summit, government spent more than $6 million to make the Bali only real promenade. It's 5.5 kilometers long, and it's a perfect for walking, jogging in the morning, cycling, and there is a lot of electric transport for rent in that particular area. You don't find it anywhere else in Bali. So this is really special location. That's why we choose that particular place. Look at these stunning views, and this is real beach clubs which are already there. It's a white sandy beach with a lot of palms, and this picture, this is what people are actually coming to Bali. When they coming, they expect this kind of beach where they can have a beautiful holidays. As well, next to that promenade, there is a lot of hubs with a different kind of activities. You can cycle along that promenade. You can have a beautiful dinner beachfront, as there is plenty of restaurants and plenty of stores. Absolutely stunning. So the transport link is a very special for Sanur. From the international airport. It's just 20 minutes drive with a proper highway with no traffic. You can get to Sanur really easy. There is even buses coming from the airport to the Sanur area, and this is very unique for Bali as well. For those who've been here, they know that there is a big problems with the transportation here. All the trips to the islands of Nusa Penida, Nusa Lembangan, they're going from the Sanur harbor, which is located just a few minutes away from us. There's a lot of entertainment in the area, all kind of water activities like surfing, kite surfing, and a lot of different things. You can have a good ride with the jet skis, as we have a lot of them in Sanur. It's a beautiful snorkeling, as there's a coral reef in that particular area. So if you love water sports, then this is a perfect area for you. And a lot of entertainments in Sanur. There is a lot of spa salons, massages, yoga classes. Rafting is just 10-15 minutes away from Sanur. And it's a huge beachfront golf course over there in Sanur. A lot of sport activities, and Bali Safari is located not far away from Sanur as well. Right now in this area being really the center and the focus of local government, and the Minister of Tourism is talking a lot in the recent days regarding the Sanur, as it's a huge infrastructure projects are coming here. And you know that years ago, there was a built absolutely amazing road over the ocean. It's 12.6 kilometers long road with a where you can pay and go without a big traffic. So I was always asking myself, what was the reason to spend $220 million for the road, which is leading from the Bukit area to Sanur, from the international airport to Sanur, as there was already a pretty beautiful highway. So what was the reason for the government to spend such a huge amount of money? And right now I see this picture in front of me. So actually the government had a plan to change the Sanur and to make it a special zone, and right now it was announced, and we already have the news that Sanur area gonna be the very unique economical zone. It will be the only place in whole Southeast Asia for the medical tourism. I will talk about that in a few minutes more detailed, as this is a very huge news about the Sanur. Plus, just a month ago, the president of Indonesia opened himself personally the first part of the Diamond Sanur Harbor. Yeah, this project started 2019 and it's already fully finished. The first part was already open. It's first harbor with electronic tickets, with a beautiful waiting area. Yeah, so this looks like a proper good quality airport, not the harbor. So for Indonesia and for Bali, this is something really, really special. So Sanur is a global medical tourism destination. It was already announced, and right now an international hospital is being built over there with a partnership with the Mayo Clinic, which is the big USA company. So they already 90% finished the first building, plus the government gave more than 41 hectares of the land to build the hospitals, and they're planning to attract the global medical tourism to Bali. Right now, more than $1.5 billion spent yearly by Indonesian citizens for the medical treatments outside the country. They're going to Singapore, Malaysia, Japan, and different places to get a good quality medical services. Right now, starting from now, it will be available here in Indonesia, in Bali, and this will attract around 1 million tourists yearly. And right now, already $6 billion agreed to transfer for this particular project. 3 weeks ago, Bloomberg's, which is one of the huge medias, they had a big post about this particular small area in Bali, Sanur, and they were telling more detail of who's investing, why they're investing, what they're planning to do over here. So this is a huge news. Right now, Sanur will be the only area in Southeast Asia where the foreigner doctors will be allowed to work. So everyone from the area around in Southeast Asia, plus they are planning to attract a lot of Australians, as you know that the medical services in Australia are highly overpriced and they can get a quality services in Bali right now. And international harbor for the cruise ships is being built here as well in the Sanur area. This will attract approximately 2 more million tourists a year. I'm from Greece, from Rhodes Island, and we have a lot of cruise ships coming to our island. It's bringing around 1 to 1.5 million tourists yearly to a very small island, 3 times smaller than Bali, with more than 6 times less population. Yeah, so this all is happening in the same time. This is a great news and a great time for us, for Bali, for Sanur. It's absolutely amazing. 3 billion islands, $3 billion project in this island in a Benua area, which is a part of Sanur. And it's really, really huge project, which gonna attract a lot of money, a lot of attention to Bali and Sanur. Plus, let's not to forget that people are always looking for the place where there's a lot of people. If you look, for example, in a Kuta area, which has a very beautiful shopping mall, every day is around 30,000 people are visiting. It's always packed, and all the property next to it, all the hotels, they're always packed because there is a full infrastructure. As people who are coming for holidays, they would like to stay in that place where they can have everything walking distance. Why the people are coming? They want a good beach, they want great services, they want to have like some good massages, they want to have a great restaurants next to them, and of course shopping is taking a big part as well, as it's a fact that people, when they go in for holidays, they spend a lot more money than if they would go just for shopping in their place. Yeah, and right now as well, in the same time, next to our complex is the time for the construction of one of the biggest shopping malls. Plus, it's a cultural place with the hidden gardens inside, with the butterfly valley inside the shopping mall. So it's a huge news for us, and it's actually next door to our complex. So they're planning that more than 22,000 people daily going to be visiting this cultural shopping center. Another huge news for us, and it's literally next door. I will show you later on where it's located. So it's like 200 meters away from us will be the entrance to that absolutely stunning complex. This will be one of the most modern shopping malls with the boutique shops inside, with the tens of restaurants, and with a lot of attractions for kids and adults. This is huge news, the same like that the government already agreed that there is going on the construction of the international university. It will be technology university. It's a cooperation in between China and United States. You know, they're not really friends in the last period, but it's coming. Everything comes from the education, so they're working together very closely. It's a MIT university, which is the most famous technical university in the world, and a Chinese technical university, together with the Indonesian government and the local university. So they building a new campuses in Sanur. So Sanur gonna become a place as well where the students, international students, will come and spend their time. So huge news as well. So all what I was talking about earlier, this is already done deal. Yeah, the medical center, the harbor, university, and all this, and the shopping mall, it's being developed right now. If you go to Sanur, you will see the huge construction going on over there, not only our complex. So huge changes, but let's not forget about the future plan, which is still in progress. And we already have this all announced by the local authorities. So the biggest floating concert stage gonna be built in Sanur. I really hope that this project gonna be done pretty soon, as this is like a Dubai style project, what they're building in Arabian countries. Yeah, huge infrastructure project. There will be the Bali's only venue for the World Championship in water sports. It will be the Asia largest waterfront area. There will be largest outdoor swimming pool in Indonesia. As well, they building the huge place where gonna be located the biggest amount of the fish and fruit markets in Bali. So this will be all along the seaside of Sanur. And yeah, so don't think about what is there now, think about future. We want you to become a part of this future. Yeah, there's always sense in everything what we're doing. We knew all about all these changes in Sanur. That's why we got the last plot of land in the whole area. All this news will attract another million. So let's count. The cruise ships, they might bring around 2 million tourists a year. Medical tourism, around 1 million tourists a year. And all these concert venues and the big places for the water sports, they're planning to do the big world championship here in Bali in the near future. So this will attract a lot of tourists, and they need a place where they can stay. And if you look at what is already there in Bali, there are some really nice hotels, but most of them they built years ago. So we are trying to build some future development to Bali. We want to build something really exceptional, and this is right now going on here. In 2 years, this project gonna be finished. This will be the most modern hotel complex, apartment complex in the whole Bali. So oceanfront luxury apartment complex in an area of more than 12,000 square meters with a 5.5 kilometers oceanfront promenade in the area, which is already developed for more than 99%. There is no land at all in Sanur area and in general in Bali, because Bali is huge, but touristic areas are taking only 1/10 from all the land over here, and from this 1/10, 90% already been developed. So this is a big building. This is a hotel with a beach club and with a lot of different amenities in there. Look at that. We thought about every single detail. If you look, then the balconies are turned to the ocean side. So every balcony, second, third, fourth floor, they all gonna have the ocean view, as we are located just the beachfront. If you are now in Bali, you can go to that particular place. You can walk along the seaside, and you will see that our construction is going on there, just the beachfront. The ground floor is really exceptional. There is right now nothing like this is offered in the Bali market. So all the owners of the ground floor, they're gonna have their own swimming pool, 7.5 meters wide and 150 meters long private swimming pool. So they're gonna have their specific area with the sunbeds, with a little place where they can swim, and if they want to go for the long swim, they can swim all along. All the rest of the people are not available to use that swimming pool. For them, we have a especially big swimming pool in front of the building. Yeah, it's over here in a beach club. So those who are purchasing the property on the ground floor, they're gonna have their own private swimming pool. All the rest, second, third, and fourth floor property owners, they're gonna have their own jacuzzi on every single balcony. We're playing a lot with the lights, so we want everything to look perfect. In the daytime, in the nighttime, in the evening time, our whole complex is going to be making the mood for you. So if it's a sunset time, that we're going to have a special lights on every single balcony in our swimming pool, which is going to be changing the whole area. And when you're going to be looking at that, it will be playing together with the nature which is around us, together with the skies. The skies over there are absolutely stunning. In front of the complex, on the main road, we're gonna have a beautiful commercial building. And in total, in this project, we have more than 9,000 square meters of infrastructure, huge gym, co-workings, yoga centers. Look at this beauty. This is the front side of the complex of the MAGNUM RESIDENCE SANUR. You can see the M letter over here. We thought about every single detail. So there will be a place for the cars to come. There will be a beautiful drop-off zone, so no parking in front. And then under the whole building, there is underground parking where you can park your car, or your driver can leave their car over there. Let's talk about the facilities of the complex. So there will be a huge common area, more than 10,000 square meters of the premium amenities. So fitness center, yoga area, co-working, it all gonna be located in that commercial building in front. We're going to have cafes. We're going to have space for children where you can leave your kid with a nanny and enjoy a few drinks in our bar, or to stay a little bit on the beach or the beach club. So there will be a huge lounge bar. It will be the biggest rooftop lounge bar in the whole Bali. in front of the building, just on the beach, we're going to have a restaurant and a beach club. And as I mentioned earlier, there will be a big underground parking. You can see that we thought about every single detail in that parking as well. There will be space for a huge amount of cars and as well as the motorbikes. So in front of this building, we're gonna have 60 meters long beach. Yeah, so all in front, all the beach area in front of us is our responsibility. We already had brought there those pounds, so in 2 years they're gonna look like that. If you're here now, you can go and see that we already did our homework. We already thought about the future, and in a very near future, we're gonna bring more sand from another place, and it will be the white sandy beach. It's already beautiful, very bright sand there, but we're gonna make it more bigger space. So we're gonna cover all the coastline with the white sand, and with the clear water. You will feel like in the Maldives, or like the best resorts in the world. And actually, you know that the Bali is a #1 touristic place in the world right now by TripAdvisor, by Daily Mail, and with a lot of big medias are talking about that. This is actual pictures from now, what is going on now in Bali, in Sanur area. This is the actual views from the location. So let's go more deep into the complex facilities. So we're going to have the restaurant by the ocean. We're going to have a proper 5-star cafeteria where you can have your breakfast, your lunch, and to have a cup of coffee, maybe to stay there and work if this is the format what you like. Yoga room with the aerial yoga as well. Huge fitness center. We're not talking about the small gyms like usually they have in the hotels. We're talking about proper professional fitness center. Right now we are building one of them here in Umala's residence. This is our another complex, which is already 95% down. It's just the finishing works right now, and actually I'm located now in that building. So if you're in Bali, you're very welcome to visit us. I will meet you in person and show you what we've done in another complex. This is similar complex, but the actual location is making a big difference. So Sanur is the only beachfront complex in the whole Bali. We're thinking about future as well. A lot of big companies are relocating their professionals to better places, as the rental money right now in most of the big cities, in the capitals, if we're talking about places like Toronto, New York, Washington, Moscow, or any other big city in the world, they're crazy expensive. So right now they're looking for a better place to live with a better weather condition, with a better taxation rates. And Bali right now is a becoming place like that, as there is a special laws which came out just recently that the IT companies, and if they're planning to move to Bali, to Indonesia, they're gonna have a very low taxation rates. Yeah, and in few years it will be around 10% tax, which is like 5 times lower than in a big cities. Of course, we're building a huge co-working spaces, so those professionals who work online, they can buy property, or they can stay in this kind of 5-star place and to work from home, but not from their room. They can have a special place and use it as an office. So Magnum Fitness, this is a design already specially prepared for this complex, and for the second complex, it's not the first gym what we're building, so when we know what we're doing. Restaurant by the ocean, there is not a lot of the oceanfront restaurants with a good quality in most of the touristic areas in Bali. Very few, and we want to become a #1 beachfront restaurant in Sanur area. So we have all those designs worked. We worked on every single light. In that restaurant, we're gonna have more than 400 spotlights. Yeah, so We thought about every single centimeter of all the complex and all the infrastructure. We did huge job. It's not 1 or 2 months job. This is years that we are planning to make some special complex like that. So all the stars, everything is in the right position. So that's why today we're here to launch that project, and you have a possibility to buy that absolutely stunning property. So in front of the building will be a proper beach club. And you know that next to us right now already we have few very beautiful projects done. Amazing beach clubs. In Canggu area, for example, we have Fins, which is the biggest beach club in the world. We have the Atlas Beach Fest, which is the biggest nightclub in Southeast Asia. Café del Mar, all the big names and big brands arrive to Bali, and we, local developer, we want to make some really exceptional beach club just in front of our complex. So people who gonna stay there, they can use all those facilities. This is the view from the top, so you can understand there is a lot of chill out areas. There is a lot of sunbeds. It will be enough for everyone to have their space by the pool. So private areas on the left side, will be a special booth. You can cover the curtains and it will be privately for you. There is a lot of places under the roof, as we know that in some months in Bali, we have more rains than in others. So even in those days, you can stay on the beach in a beach club and enjoy all the facilities of this complex. So we thought about every single bar, every single detail. We worked a very long time for that. So people, if they wake up early, they can go to the beach club and enjoy the sunrise, which is when the sun is just coming from behind the mountains in front of our complex. So Bali is about Instagram. It's about quality. It's about the food. It's about the people. And right now is December. It's one of the busiest times of the year for the people coming here, as in their own home countries. They have pretty cold weather. I know that in most of the countries right now it's snowing and its temperature is below the 0 degrees. Here we have a very comfortable weather all year around, and right now is around 28 degrees outside, and all year round the water in the ocean is very warm. It's very good for swimming. So a lounge bar on the rooftop. Yeah, we're gonna bring some DJs over there. We're gonna have a nice evening. This is the place where you can get your high heels on, where you can get a nice suit, nice dress, maybe a good shirt, and to meet a beautiful people with absolutely stunning view, as this is the most highest lounge bar and a rooftop bar in the whole Bali. It's on a 15 meters height. Look at this. The design was made by the best architects what you can find, and best specialists what you can find, not just in Bali. We brought the specialists from all over the world. This is the real picture of how it looks in Sanur. In front of us we have a lot of mountains, we have another islands. And let's go more closely into the actual apartments, how they look, and why we made them and what they made from. So this is the Royal Apartments. It's not just the hotel, it's not just the apartment complex, it's a combination. So in this building, you're gonna have all the infrastructure, you can use it all, and the owners in the contract, we're gonna have mentioned that you can use the gyms and bars, restaurants, swimming pools, everything. This is all made for those people who gonna use those facilities. We thought about the interior design, and right now we're making in a style what is popular in the world right now, and we paying a lot of attention to details, and we're thinking about the comfort of those people who gonna be staying there. I already mentioned the personal pool for those who own the property on the ground floor. There is an ocean view from every single apartment from second, third, and fourth floor. Like the block A, which is closer to the road, which is more away from the beach, it's still just 200 meters away from the actual seaside. Yeah, so we can have a direct ocean view from all our apartments. So there will be 3 different kind of apartments in this building: 1 bedroom, 2 and 3 bedroom. Right now, only 1 and 2 bedroom units are available for sale. And look at those numbers. 1 bedroom apartment, it's 101 square meter semi-gross. 2 bedroom, 204 square meters semi-gross. And 3 bedroom, we're gonna have a territory of more than 260 square meters semi-gross. So it's a very large apartments with the huge terraces in every single apartment. So what we're creating right now in the world, there is a trend for the open living room. So we did 2. You can stay inside your room, or you can go on the balcony and you have a proper space there with the lights, with the fans, with your bed area, dining area, and a huge jacuzzi on every single balcony. So you can open the doors and it will be a huge space in front of you with a nice ocean breeze. Yeah, just this is a very huge privilege to have something like this here in Bali, as most of the property what people are renting for a very big amount of money, usually you have wall around you. Even the most luxurious villas here right now, it's very hard to get a good view. As I'm mentioning, 99% of the whole Bali is already developed. So this is the layout of 1 bedroom area. Here is the entrance on the right side where you can see, as soon as you enter your apartments, you're gonna have a kitchen area here. So if you live, you can make your dinners by yourself. If you're coming for more than a couple of days, you can have a breakfast on the balcony. If you like to cook, this is specially made for you. And for those who live, absolutely, this is the main thing, that you need to have a kitchen. Then we have a living room area. So we're gonna have a sofa, which gonna be which you can convert to the extra 2 sleeping spaces. Yeah, so this is a proper king size bed as well. So if your friend want to stay with you or your kids, you can stay more than 2 people in 1 apartment, as there is a 2 beds. Plus big area for sleeping with a huge king size beds. We have the wardrobe over here and a proper bathroom. We don't put the bathtubs. We have a shower inside, but if people like to stay and chill out a little bit in a bathtub, we thought about that, and we have set the jacuzzi outside. So bigger size, it's very nice in the evening to have a glass of champagne and to stay on your balcony to see how the colors of the sky are changing when it's a sunset time. If you don't like to stay in the water, there is a huge bed outside as well over here on the corner. And as I was earlier mentioning, that all the balconies are turned to the ocean. So you're gonna have a beautiful ocean view. About design, we put a lot of pressure on our designers to make it something really exceptional, to choose the best furniture and to make it very modern. There's a lot of problems in Bali with the style, as most of the properties here are built 10, 12 years ago. And even those who were building 5 years ago, they are more using the Bali style, let's say. They're using a lot of wood. They're making a bamboo properties. And on my opinion, this is already getting a little bit old school. Why is that? Because people living in their beautiful places back home, they have a nice furniture, so they got used to the quality. And Bali is not offering a lot of quality in terms of the good hotels. Yeah, there are very, very big 255-star hotels, more than 3,500 hotels in general, but most of them, they were built long time ago. So we're following the trends and we're trying to provide you the best quality. We're taking the experience from the best hotels in the world and bringing it to your room over here. Look, we thought about every single part, every single centimeters. There is a light. It's all voice controlled. As you know, that we Magnum Estate, we have another company called Digitels, and it's a leading company in Indonesia for implementing new technologies. So all this property is fully voice controlled. We have a special application so you can actually communicate with the whole building. You can book a table in restaurant, you can book a private trainer in a gym, you can book a yoga classes, you can ask the receptionist to wake you up. It's all from your smartphone. So it's easy to live in this kind of property, as we thought about anything what could be necessary for those clients who are staying there. We have our own car park. Yeah, we have our own cars where the people can rent and make a beautiful photo session with some luxury cars, or just if they need to drive somewhere, they want to see the island, they can use the cars what we're gonna have in our park. We have a TV over here. I think not many people are watching TV when they're in Bali. Yeah, I'm not that person. I don't remember where it was the last time when I was switching it on. But still, we have all the necessary things for comfortable living. We're using all the new technologies and trying to work on every single detail. You can check it from another complexes what we're finished or finishing. So we really focusing on the very small details. We want all the property what we're launching to the market to be exceptional. And if we're talking about the outside area over here, we have a glass doors, which is from the ceiling all the way to the bottom. And when you close them, they're really soundproof. You don't hear anything what is going on in the area. You don't hear. And even if someone gonna be standing just outside on the balcony and screaming, you will not hear it, as we brought the best materials for this complex. We're using the same technology in our the Umala signature complex. So outside living room has the table for like a dining table, so you can have a breakfast, dinner, lunch outside. It has walls, it has a ceiling, a lot of light, so it's a proper second room. Only difference that it doesn't cover anything in front, so it will be glass frame border in your balcony, so it's not gonna be disturbing your view. So you will see the ocean just in front from every single apartment. We did very comfy bathrooms. We're working with the best companies who are providing all the materials for us. We're using top 5 companies in the world bringing some techniques. Bedroom apartments is something unbelievable. It's really huge apartment with 204 square meters with the 2 proper bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, huge living room here. It's a closed area, and another absolutely huge living area outside with the sofas, with the bed, with the jacuzzi, with the little flowers and gardens outside on your balcony, and a big dining area for 6 people outside as well. So this is a new trend what we're trying to implement to the Bali market. We're trying to offer whatever best is on the market around the world. We're gonna have it here in Bali pretty soon, as those people who live in the places like Dubai, Miami, New York, Moscow, they got used to quality. We need to give them the same quality over here And this is our goal, to make changes in the market of Bali. So those people who are coming here and they got used to quality, they're gonna get this quality here. That's why we're building this kind of complexes in the different areas in Bali. So people who will be coming to visit, they can jump from one area to another, and they're gonna have the same service, the same quality in our buildings and our property. This how looks the living area. We're choosing the best, the most modern and comfortable sofas. It's all is brought from outside the Indonesia. Dining area. This how it's gonna be looking in the evening. We have different mood for this property. In a daytime, nighttime, evening, you can set up from your smartphone, or with a voice control, you can talk to your voice helper, and they will be changing the moods, playing with the lights for you. Bedrooms, there will be different palettes of colors in the bedrooms. We're using a lot of natural stone, a lot of natural lights, very bright bedrooms, as this what you want to feel when you are in a hotel, beachfront hotel. So a lot of bright lights. This is the second bedroom. Why we're not using a lot of wood? As in Bali there is a little problem. Yeah, there is a lot of humidity over here, and in some months there is more rains than in others. And if we're using a lot of wood, the wood has the structure which in a year, 2 or 3 years time, when it's sunny, when it's a lot of moisture, when it's raining, it's losing the picture. When you look at that after a year time on the sun, it looks already like it's been there for 15 years. That's why only natural stone what we're using for our property, that you don't need to worry that you will need to renovate it. It's every year or every 3 years. We thought about that in details. This how looks the 2-bedroom area outside. As I was mentioning, dining area, sofa area. This how the complex looks from the top. On the left side, the commercial building, then it's coming the 4 blocks of the apartments. The block A is just over here in the very beginning. In the middle, we have block B, then goes block C and a block D. So block D is not available for sale right now. It will be for sale on the very end when this project gonna be finished, and the prices over there will be much, much higher than we're offering to you right now. We're planning to sell it more than 2 times more expensive than right now. And let's talk about more about the apartments in the complex and what will be the rates, what we're planning, how much they can bring you. So at the moment, you have a chance to buy on the open sale, and the prices are starting average of $4,000 per square meter, with a fully finished, fully furnished, with all this beautiful infrastructure. And this is, I remind you, the only beachfront property in a whole Bali. We're expecting 100 to 150% growth of price for this property. As average right now, if you look at the complexes who are next to the beach, were built a little bit earlier, and there was a possibility to buy it for the private investors. Over there, the average prices are around $6,500 to $7,000. So if we look at that, we definitely have a more modern complex. Right now, it's $4,000. Another complexes which are already finished, they are over $7,000. So even if it goes to $7,000, you almost double up your investment. So in 3 years' time, we're planning to get to the $9,000 per square meter. It still will be available price. It's still good price for the investors. But when people are buying this kind of property, they're not really thinking about prices. When the people are buying Ferrari, or when they're buying Bugatti, they're not thinking about the price. They're buying something really exceptional. So You know that in most of the countries, if we look at the neighbor countries, in Singapore, you cannot buy anything under the $15,000 per square meter. A good quality products in Hong Kong, for example, starting from $25,000. If we look at the big cities like New York, I don't know, Miami or Moscow or Paris, everywhere the prices for a good property in a good location, they all starting over $10,000 per square meter, and in most of the times it's without finishing. So why people should not buy something really exceptional, only one beachfront complex in the #1 touristic destination in the world, which is growing really fast. So we expect that in 3 to 5 years, the prices in Bali will be around this range. And those who are going to purchase the property right now, they're going to get a good profit on it. So let's do a little calculations of what it can bring you. Yeah, we're choosing 2 pessimistic scenario and optimistic scenarios. Yeah, let's go from that. So if you're purchasing a unit right now for $400,000 with the VAT, which is 11% over here in Indonesia, for every purchase, whatever you buy, a cup of coffee, or you're buying a car or motorbike, there is 11% tax what the client is paying. From our side, as the developers, we're paying taxes as well to the government. This is our income tax. So these 2 taxes are not related. So for you, 400,000 for the unit plus the VAT. If we're gonna rent it $400 in a daily rates and with the occupancy rate 75%, that our net revenue for every year will be over $105,000. With more optimistic scenario, it's $400,000 with the tax what we invest. With the daily rate $475, and with the occupancy rate 85%, which is the real occupancy rate right now. I have all this statistic right now. In general, in Bali, the occupancy rate is close to 92% this month. Yeah, and in average, it's over 70 to 75%. In good touristic zones, it goes 80 to 85% if we're going back to 2019. And right now it's 2022, and we're already getting to those numbers which been before the COVID here, as more and more people want to come. And even TripAdvisor, we're making they were checking people in the COVID times where they would like to go after all this madness gonna be finished, and most of the people choose Bali is that destination what they would like to visit. Most of them never been to Bali, but more than 20% of them already been to Bali, and they want to come back over here. So let's talk about the expenses. Yeah, this is another big part what the most of developers are not actually mentioning and not giving you the idea on what it's gonna cost for you. So right now we are talking about 1-bedroom apartment with a swimming pool. The ground floor is a little bit more expensive than all the rest of the apartment, and it has its own private pool. So over here, we as a management company, we're taking just 15% of your profits. So for us as a management company, we need to run really, really fast to get the profits, as we are earning from your profits. So as more money you earn, as more money we earn. For us, this is important, and we are working with you all the time, from the day 1 till the last day, still you're gonna sell this property or it's finished. So over here, 15% is what we taking. The owner's share gonna be 85%, and there are some expenses. We change a little bit of system. So those people who were with us in our previous project, we had a little bit a different system. Right now, we worked on that and we checked it on details. We have more details to give you. So the operational cost for this kind of project will be around 12.5%. Other expenses like taxes and what so on, it's around 17%. And there is a maintenance fees as well for every apartment. For example, for the 1-bedroom apartment with the swimming pool, it's $350 per month. And it will be, I will mention what is included and what is not included in all those costs. We're gonna go more deep into the details. Yeah. After all the expenses, after everything, with the price right now of $400,000, your pure profit after all the deductions, all the costs, all the management fees, gonna be over 13.5% with the pessimistic scenario. With the optimistic scenario is more than 18.5%, which is a huge numbers. And if you look at the property market in general in the world, then the average return of investment right now in the world is 2 to 5%. Even Dubai right now is offering 5 to 6%. Thailand around 8%. So Bali can give more numbers, as Bali is not a country. It's a small island, and there will be no other Bali in the world, as Indonesia in general is a Muslim country, but Bali is an independent state like this. It's a part of Indonesia, but it's different people, different culture in this particular small island. So another island's never going to become Bali because of the rules, laws, religion, and a different kind of things which are affecting the tourism. So 18%, imagine that number. Imagine that number. Nothing in the world right now is giving those numbers. Property is the most stable thing in the world. Crypto right now is going up and down, and mostly it's going down. Stock market is in a huge problem. It's a big recession in the world, like economic situation in all the countries in Europe, States, Canada, all over the world is right now going down. People firstly want to save their money, and they have a chance always in every time. If we look through the history, all the time when the economy is going down, what people are doing, people are investing in a property, because always people need somewhere to live. And right now we are 8 billion people in the world. We all need somewhere to live. And when we go for a holidays to the best destination, we need to have a good quality hotel. I have all the statistic about what is the daily rates right now in Bali. And actually we are talking about very pessimistic scenario, as right now 1-bedroom apartment, if we look at the hotels like a W Hotel, Como Uno, all the prices there are just starting with a $550 to $600 and going up to $1,800 a day. So imagine that if we're going to be renting that with the $700 instead of $400 a day for Christmas, New Year, yeah, then all this return of investment is going much, much higher. So let's talk about the cost in details. So what is operational costs and what is included in those 12.5% what we're calculating right now? So this is bed linens, rental costs. This is amenities like guest supplies, stationery, laundry, common areas cleaning, travel and entertainment for the clients, golf carts for the guests in the whole complex, correspondence services and the deliveries, staff uniform and tools, pest control, smart house system support, gardeners, and different other expenses related to what I just mentioned to you. What is included in those other expenses? So we calculated that the max going to be around 17%. This is the employee payroll cost, is the brand promotion expenses, as we need to promote the brand so more people going to know about us. It's utility bills like electricity and water. You don't need to think about them. You're going to get full detailed report about every single expense, every single penny what we paid. So we have this system working already. As I mentioned, we have Digital's company who created the first ecosystem for the hotel rental. So on your smartphone, you're gonna get a message with all the detailed information about for every dollar what we spend. Then for other expenses as well. This is the back office cost to ensure the functionality of the complex and its depreciation fund. So all the interior and the furniture damage, it will be going from that particular fund. So you don't need to worry if you're buying this property as a rental. If you want to get your profits, you forget about every single problem. We're going to pay all the bills for you. It's all going to be provided to you in details. And about the maintenance cost, what I mentioned for the 1 bedroom with the swimming pool, it will be $350 just for 1 bedroom unit. It will be $250 per month. So what does this include? This is apartment daily cleaning. So you're going to have a cleaner coming and washing your dishes and cleaning your house. So it will be always someone checking what is going on with your apartments. This is internet bills, depreciation fund for the common area. So actually this is your lifetime insurance for the common area. So everything gonna be renovated, everything gonna look like a brand new. So we will take care of the complex because this is the face of our company. So maintenance of the common areas, this is annual land tax as well, gonna be taken from those $350 or $250. Ceremony contributions, as every day here in Bali, people are doing ceremony. So this will be covering from there. Garbage disposal, security 24/7, pool cleaning, common areas, electricity, smart home system, and taking care of all the green areas around the complex, as we're gonna have a lot of gardens over there. So let's talk about the numbers right now. On the start of the sale, the prices will be around $4,000 per square meter, and it will be increased straight after our presentation, when all the people in a different place is gonna see that. The first, we have this meeting with you right now for the English market. Later on, we're gonna have as well the same presentations for the Russian-speaking people, for the Chinese people, for the Indonesian people. So we are working all over the world. We're gonna do it in different languages. Everything is happening today, and you are the first one, the ones who are with me right now, you are the first one who get the full detailed information. So by the first quarter of 2023, the price gonna be increased up to $5,000 per square meter, and we're planning till the end of the construction to have it over $6,000. But we don't know what's gonna be happening right now. Maybe this price is gonna be going up much higher, as right now on the pre-sale, we had the pre-sale, it's finished right now. We closed it pretty fast after the Australian weekend post, after the Chinese newspaper post. We had it all sold out in one day. So we closed and we prepared some apartments for you. So you will be able to contact your manager and discuss with him what is left right now. So one more time, let's talk about the Sanur residence. This is the most major investment project in Bali right now, only beachfront property with the ultimate growth potential, in the real estate. Private pool and the jacuzzi in every balcony with the stunning ocean views. It's a first clubhouse, so you can live there yourself. This is your property. You can rent it out with us. It can be this property what's gonna bring you a huge income. It's a already developed tourist location with a 5.5 kilometers promenade. This is a royal apartments with a unique design for Bali. This is more like a Dubai or Miami style, and the conditions what we're giving to you, so you can buy a piece of cake and a beautiful hotel. And it's a direct access to the white sand beach, which is not very often offered here in Bali. And to be honest, in the last 5 years, there was nothing for sale beachfront. And you have a unique chance right now to contact your manager, the person who invited you to this webinar, or I'm gonna give you my details as well. You can give me a call or a text and check the availability for now. what is left in this complex, as right now we're selling only block A and block C. Block D will be available on the very end, and a block B gonna be offered with a higher price later on. We cannot give you everything in one time. We have our own strategy. We are keeping on that. So those people who are here today or who's watching this video that your manager sent it to you, you will be able to purchase with a 15% lower price than it's gonna be available on the 20th of December. On 20th of December, the price gonna be already higher than you can book it right now. And the last thing, don't waste your time. There is a lot of people in the world, a lot of people right now looking at Bali market. We have amazing news about people who are purchasing property or who could invest $140,000 in Indonesian bank account. They will be able to get a new visa, which is the 10 years visa called second home visa. It will be available from the 24th of December this year. So if you're purchasing the property or you're able to invest, you can get the live permit in Indonesia. It will be insurance available for you, so you will be considered as an investor, and you will have a lot of advantages. So for the IT sector, there is a lower taxes. The Indonesia changed the law that the foreigners right now can invest, they can start their business, they can run the legal business. There is a green light for the investment. Cryptocurrency is legal over here. It's a legal possibility to transfer the money with the cryptocurrency. So what the conclusion is, this is absolutely unique project. If you have a different strategy, some people buying just for themselves, you will be one of the most happiest owner of the amazing property in Bali. If you're buying to resell it when the price gonna go up, this is the right project. In this kind of projects, it's usually 150 to 200% increase in the value of the price in the period of construction. This building gonna be finished by the 20th of December 2024, so it's just 2 years for the construction. And the last things what I wanted to mention, that you know that in Bali it's a leasehold contract, which is the ownership way. Then for this complex we have 52 years with a 30 years extension, which is the maximum period what you can get. There is nothing like this on the market, so you have a special chance to get a property. This is your lifetime investment. So please contact your manager and get this property for you today with a better price than everyone else is gonna get. So you have time till this Tuesday when the price is gonna be raised for extra 15%. So don't lose your chance. Thank you so much for the attention, and thank you so much for your time. I'm really, really happy to see you all here and talk to you soon. Thank you and goodbye.